Hi guys. Um, we have a very important video today because Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, doesn't know when to stop. Did you see what she posted the other day on her shorts? Because ugh, she targets different groups of people, and today she's targeted religious people, Christians, whatever you want to call them. She talks about how vegans are better than God in a couple of videos, so we're gonna watch today and see what Miss Katie has to say.
Vegans are better than God. God created serial killers in the form of lions, crocodiles, and
I'm gonna stop you right there, Miss Katie. Okay, if you want to believe that God created everything, sure, you can, but like evolution kind of disproves that. But let's just say he did, for argument's sake, okay? That it's still the natural cycle of life. These animals, like lions, crocodiles, they if they were to be vegan, they would die because their immune systems require meat. They can't live on a plant-based diet. It just isn't possible. And if you suggest wiping out entire species, that would be genocide in your eyes, at least, and kind of contradicts your whole message about saving the animals if you want to wipe out entire species. So, sure.
snakes. God is either drunk, stoned, cruel, or dead, or he never existed in the first place.
Okay, if he didn't exist in the first place and he didn't make these animals, then what's your problem? What is your problem? Because it's just the way the world is. It's like it's been like that forever. As long as there's been life, there's been predation and the food cycle and all that. And humans are in that too. Even like before we were civilized, we used to hunt with sticks and stones and whatever. Um, and we used to prey on other animals to sustain ourselves. So long before veganism was even a concept, there was, predators, prey, even back in prehistoric times, the dinosaurs and all that. It's always been that way, Miss Katie. Just because you're coming on here talking about how veganism is like a higher life form, that doesn't mean that you're going to actually change the way the world works. So I don't know what her like message is here. Is she saying we should wipe out all these species that are predators, or is she saying that like I don't even know.
God does not even follow his own commandments, which state, "Thou shalt not kill, and thou shalt not steal."
Okay, if you're going to use scripture, Miss Katie, please back it up with like sources. Don't just put it in here, because if I'm not mistaken, God told that to Moses on Mount Sinai, and that was that was the Ten Commandments, which Moses received on the stone tablets, and that was specifically for humans to follow. He never said that it was got to do with animals or anything. Also, God, before he made these commandments, he made Abraham sacrifice a ram to to prove his loyalty. So I don't think that animals were included in the Ten Commandments. I think it was just about like how you should treat other people is the whole point. So nope, wrong.
Steal. God failed when he gave anyone free will to be cruel.
Okay, so you're saying that people shouldn't have free will? You're saying no creature should have free will? That's kind of crazy.
If vegans were in charge, they would have only created animals who eat plants.
Are you sure about that, Miss Katie? Because if you talk to any normal vegan, they'd probably tell you that they only want humans to be vegan because humans can survive on a vegan diet. Sure, you're a prime example of that. We don't need meat. However, there are a lot of health risks that come with not eating meat. It's better to eat meat for protein and all these other things. But it is possible for us to live on a vegan diet. But these animals you're talking about, like lions, crocodiles, snakes, they can't do that. It's not an option for them. They literally have to eat meat or they will die.
If vegans were in charge, in order to avoid overpopulation, a preset death date would have been in place, whereby all species would die peacefully in their sleep without ever experiencing pain. Humans, for example, might all die at the age of 100 without ever having had cancer, a heart attack, or a stroke.
Okay, Miss Katie, I hate to break it to you, but these illnesses like cancer or a heart attack or a stroke and all that have nothing to do with veganism. It's not even the same topic. those are a separate issue, and we're working on curing them. Like, people have been researching cures for cancer for years, but that isn't the thing about being vegan. Like, do you honestly think if vegans were in charge, cancer wouldn't exist? Because that's not how that works.
Summary: don't be religious. Be sane, be vegan. Save animals by not eating, wearing, or using them.
I'm gonna just correct you here. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but like, not eating animals to save them. Sure, I can get behind that. I don't agree with forcing everyone to be vegan, obviously, but I can kind of get what you're saying. But in terms of wearing them, obviously killing cows for leather is the same thing. I get what she means. But for other examples like sheep, when you get wool off of them, they need to be sheared, or their wool will get matted and infected, and like, it's just uncomfortable for the sheep if they're not sheared. So if it's a mutually beneficial arrangement where we're getting, materials for clothes and the sheep don't get infections in their wool, I think that's for the betterment of everyone involved. I don't think it's a case of like we're pinning in the sheep and like cutting off their wool and causing them so much pain. No, it doesn't work like that. That's no. And call it okay. If you're gonna say don't be religious, be sane, but you also have made videos talking about changing your religion. I think Miss Katie is probably she has problems. That's all I'm gonna say. I think she's either a troll and she wants attention, or she has problems. Anyway, is that it here?
Share this video with someone who doesn't know. Vegans are better than God.
Okay. There was another one she put on down here as well. I don't think she talks, so I'll let you I'll give you a minute to read this. But let's see what she says. Vegans are better than God. Vegans strive to protect animals while God creates serial killers in the form. Okay, that's basically the same thing. Miss Katie, no, sorry, no. Let's just have a look at the rest of her shorts and see if she has anything else crazy.
When did we stop being able to do monkey bars? Most people think it's just for kids, but our hands and our shoulders are meant
What's this got to do with being vegan?
for and even need hanging. So if you can't hang from one hand, here's a plan to get there. Level 1, hang for 60 seconds with your feet still. When did
I'm sorry, that has nothing to do with veganism, Miss Katie. Are you crazy? You're crazy.
Great news, everybody! Call Me Chris and her boyfriend Opaville are teaming together to take me down.
As they should. You've been harassing them. I don't mean that like, I'm not exaggerating here. You have been harassing them for a number of years now, and they've asked you to stop numerous times because, as we've seen in other videos of you, you made fun of Call Me Chris for her personal experiences. You just take it too far. You're basically a cyberbully at this point. Leave them alone.
That's right. They're really mad at me. They're going
Yeah, I don't blame them after the stuff you've said.
to sue me. We're going to
Good.
go to court. This is amazing.
Not for you.
You know, I can't wait to sit in front of a judge when he says, and what exactly was that vegan teacher's crime? And they are going to say that I hurt their feelings. Why? Because I told them to stop encouraging their audiences to hurt animals.
No, you didn't. You made fun of Comic Chris for her traumatic past. I'm not really sure what your experience with Oompaville was. I know you did go to meet him in Texas, but no, that's not what you said. Might have been your intentions, but it was not what you said.
Baby pigs are murdered at just 6 months old. Most people don't know this. In gas chambers, they are killed.
Okay, I've said this before about Miss Katie. Right message, wrong methods. She needs to stop making it a personal attack on the people she's talking about because she takes it too far. And, look, okay, that's all we're gonna do with the vegan teacher for today. I'm sure we'll see her again soon. In the meantime, make sure you check out the links in the description and subscribe if you want to watch some more of these people, such as Miss Katie. And I will hopefully see you next time.